Hi, I'm Rich Wagner. Today I'm going to show you how to do a tune-up kit on the Metal Master Series brakes. These are fairly easy to tune. There's virtually no maintenance to them besides keeping the unit clean. But what comes in the kit, you have adjustment springs for your tension here. You have wedges, and then you have the vinyl strip. So first thing I'm going to do is show you how to change out the wedges. Open the brake, take a Phillips head screwdriver, loosen the screw. You have a star washer, 1/4 Phillips head pan, and a wedge. So you want to inspect your wedge for wear to where the bar is, all chewed up, or if it's got debris marks on it or whatever. This wedge looks fine because it's new, but we're just going to replace it with a new one. Take your new wedge, make sure that the plane is going down and away. You want to line it up with the two tick marks in the back. That is the factory setting. Place the star washer, put your washer, star washer, place it in the hole. Hold the wedge in its factory position, lock it down. Next, after installing all your wedges to the factory setting, you're going to cut 2" by 4" trim cards. You're going to place these under each casting station. These are your clamping stations. And what you're checking for is uniform pressure. So you want to fully lock your brake. You want to grab it. Try to move it left and right or pull it out. That way now you know you're fully adjusted and the clamping pressure is correct. If it becomes loose like this or able to pull it out, you're going to unloosen this screw, move your wedge forward in the unlock position, move the wedge forward about 1/16 of an inch off of that tick mark, lock it back down, adjust, and then walk down and check and make sure everything is holding. At that point, you're properly adjusted. All right, next we're going to adjust the spring tension, which lifts up the F-bar. This gets, as soon as you operate your handle, that opens up the F-bar with the assistance of the spring. So if you get your brake, the springs don't wear out very often, but if you need to replace the springs, which comes into the kit, I'm going to walk you through how to replace that and adjust the springs to pull your F-bar up and away from the material. So you're going to start off, you want to unscrew this screw. This is in between the casting. So there is a washer on top, there's a washer on the bottom, and then in between there's a spring. So you want to grab the whole assembly together. You're going to take this part, replace the spring with a new one. You're going to reuse the bolt, washer, put another washer on top of it. You're going to slip, it's a little tricky, but slip the whole assembly into the slot down there. Line up the threads onto the pivot arm. Now you'll see that you got a lot of slack, so just bring the screw to having some tension. And what you're looking for is down here, you're going to draw this pivot arm up to the bottom of the spring assembly. You can feel it's all the way to the top, and you can see it actuate and pull it and draw it right back up. You're completely adjusted. Next, we're going to now install the new vinyl wear strip. I take a pair of needle nose pliers, grab the edge of it, just pull it out of the hinge. I then take light spray oil or soap, spray it in that track, clean it out. You can take compressed air, you can take water, soap, light spray oil, clean it out, wipe it down. Next step, we perforate or interrupt the hole at either end of the hinge to keep the vinyl in place. So I recommend a 1/16 drill bit, and you're going to drill in roughly about a 1/16 of an inch on either side of the hinge. You know, place it in the hole, the slot, blow out the debris. You can go in pretty far, but you only really need to go in about a 1/16 of an inch. Then you're going to take your new vinyl strip. I take the leading edge of it and I cut this little clear piece on an angle. And then I take my needle nose vice grips, tighten it down, clip it on a 45 degree angle. And I just slide it into the track. It does help to have somebody on this end to keep this straight. You can straighten it up a little bit by hand, but just keep an eye on it. You might have to come back to it. You want to let it relax for a little bit, just because sometimes it gets bound up, but right off the bat you can cut it 1/2 inch or 1 inch away from the ends. And then the final step is you can take a center punch or a flathead screwdriver, and what you're going to do is re-interrupt this hole so that the vinyl does not come out. And you place it next to the hole, kind of hit it on an angle, make sure that it's stuck in place. Do that on both ends.
Click subscribe for more videos.